Oh, it's just the worst, isn't it? When you see your cat all sniffly and sick, not their usual playful self. You just wish you could do something, anything to make them feel better. Well, it turns out there is a gentle way you can offer some real comfort right at home. It's called acupressure, and we're going to talk about how a simple, soothing touch can help your little friend feel a whole lot better. So, yeah, if your cat has a stuffy nose, maybe a little bit of a cough, or they're just not interested in playing, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is so tough to watch them feel that crummy.
And that's where this simple but really powerful technique comes in. Acupressure is basically a way for you to use your own touch to help your cat feel more comfortable, maybe ease some of those symptoms, and just support their body's amazing ability to heal itself.
Okay, before we go one step further, I have to say something that is so important. This is what we call supportive care. It is absolutely not a replacement for your veterinarian. If your cat has really severe symptoms, if they're struggling to breathe, or if they haven't eaten in a day, you need to call your vet immediately. Think of this as something you do with their professional care, not instead of it. All right, now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into the how-to. And the number one golden, unbreakable rule is this. Your cat is in charge. Their comfort, their willingness, that guides every single thing we're about to do. What that really means is this needs to be a calm, totally voluntary session. You work on them where they've already decided to chill out, maybe when they're getting a little sleepy, and if they get up and walk away, you let them. The goal here is relaxation, not a wrestling match. So just to be super clear, here's what you never, ever do. Don't force them into a position. Never flip them onto their back where they feel all vulnerable, and for sure, don't hold them down. A stressed out cat gets absolutely zero benefit from this. All right, you ready for the good stuffs? We're going to go over 5 key acupressure points that are known to help with those yucky cold symptoms. The whole thing only takes a couple of minutes, and we'll walk through them one by one. Our first stop is right at the top of the head. It's a point called governing vessel 20, or GV20 for short. This is a fantastic place to start because it's super calming, it helps their immune system, and let's be honest, it's a spot most cats already love getting petted anyway. Finding it is a breeze. It's right there on the very top of their head, smack dab between their ears. Just use a finger or two and apply some really gentle, steady pressure for about 30 seconds to a minute. Most cats just melt when you do this. Okay, next up, we're moving to a point called large intestine 4, or LI4. You can basically think of this as the number one kitty cult point. It's amazing for helping with that awful sinus pressure and congestion they feel. So you're going to find this spot on their front paw in that fleshy, webbed part between their little dew claw and the next toe over. All you do is gently support their paw and give a little light pinch with your thumb and finger for about 10 or 20 seconds on each paw. All right, moving on to the back paws now for a point called liver 3 or LV3. This one is just fantastic for general body aches and stress, just helping your sick little ones settle down. But a little heads up, cats can be a bit more touchy about their back feet, so you gotta read the room. You'll find it in pretty much the same spot as the front paw, in that webbing between the first 2 toes. Just apply a gentle pinch for 10 to 20 seconds. Now, if your cat pulls their paw back, that's totally okay. Seriously, don't force it, just let it go and move on. Now this next one, stomach 36. Honestly, it's a game changer. It helps with weakness, but most importantly, it can help with a low appetite. I mean, if you're worried sick because your cat just isn't eating, this is such a wonderful point to focus on. So what you're gonna do is gently feel for a little dip, a little indentation on the outside of their hind leg, just a little bit below the knee. Once you feel that spot, just use your thumb to apply some gentle, circular pressure for about 30 to 60 seconds on each leg. And for our last point, this one's kind of like a bonus for just general comfort. It's on the front wrists and helps when your cat is just feeling bleh. You've got to be super gentle with this one though. You'll find a soft little dip right in the middle of the back of their wrist. Just apply some very, very light pressure here for maybe 10 to 30 seconds. This spot can be really sensitive, so I mean it. The second they pull away, you stop. So you know the what and the where, but honestly, the most important skill here is learning to listen to your cat. And I don't mean with your ears, I mean by watching their body and feeling their reaction. And luckily, they make it pretty obvious if they're into it or not. The good signs: purring, a nice relaxed body, maybe they're leaning into your hand. that's your green light. But the instant you see those ears go flat, or the tail starts whipping back and forth, or their muscles get tense, you stop. End of story. Their comfort is all that matters. But what if your cat is one of those who just hates having their paws touched, sick or not? Hey, no problem at all. You can still provide so much comfort just by focusing on two of the points, that GV20 on the head and ST36 on the hind legs. It's all about adapting to your cat.
All right, let's wrap this up with a few key things to remember.
First off, this is not a huge time commitment. We're talking 2 to 5 minutes total, maybe once or twice a day. This is all about short, sweet, quality moments of comfort. It's all about quality over quantity. And look, if you take away only one single thing from all this, please let it be this. The whole point is to reduce stress and offer comfort. The moment you have to restrain your cat, you're causing stress, and that stress completely wipes out any good you were trying to do. Gentle and voluntary, that's the only way.
So there you have it, a new, gentle tool in your toolkit for the next time your little buddy is feeling under the weather. It's a wonderful way to connect with them and help them feel just a little bit better. So the only question is, which of these soothing points are you going to try first?